Yeah. How soaking wet are you?
You just passed it, so.
We are slack packing today. My parents are helping us this week, which is so great as we get over our sickness. But we are right now sharing the trail with this deer back here. It keeps looking at us and it raises its eyes, raises its ears and looks at us. But it's just standing on the trail. We've named it Fig. Oh. The girls are hard at work with their next trail foraging. Charlotte found them this time. What did you find, Charlotte?
I found black raspberries.
Black raspberries. They are some of our favorites. Show me what you got so far, Amelia. Black raspberries are sweeter, they're smaller, they're less tart, and at home we pick them on the bike path and make jam and eat them and save them to make black raspberry applesauce. So the plant is very full, but these are actually not yet ripe because they will turn that real dark color when they're ready. We are in Shenandoah National Park for the first day today, and we found some chairs up here at the top of a mountain that has some satellite communication towers on it, but they're kind of funky chairs. This is a cool blaze here on the side of this shale as we are walking here at Shenandoah National Park. I'm a little ways behind Amelia. Matthew and Charlotte are back. We came upon these islands. They're very cool. And there she is. I walked up and she was sitting on this one above the trail, and she has now headed up there. Well, here we are again with another day of slack packing, thanks to my parents. Say hello, Red.
Hi.
So we are walking today by Overlook. This is Doyle's River Overlook. I don't really see the river, but here in Shenandoah National Park, there's Matthew with his much smaller backpack that just says water and lunch. I'm carrying a little backpack that has water and rain jackets. It's nice to have that break. Beautiful Shenandoah National Park. There's a lot of different types of blazes and signs that we follow to mark the trail and to know where we're going. And the markers here in Shenandoah are really different. They're different than any kind we've ever seen before. So this is what they look like. So most of them are on these cement posts with the AT sign, and then they have this metal banding on them, and they show you the markings for the trail, but also for other places that you may want to go. This one just has Brown's Gap on it, but some of them, all four sides, will have a marking for different trails, campgrounds, camp stores, and it's a very different type of markers here. We still have the white blazes on the trees, but this helps us to know, especially in the national park where there's lots of side trails, to keep track of where we're going. Another benefit of being in a national park is we are at the Dundo picnic area, and there are super, super clean pit toilets. There are picnic tables. You can't not sit on a bench. There are trash cans, which are much more beneficial when you've been in the woods for several days. But the girls are getting a chance to play. Amelia's going to try to climb some trees. It's only 11 o'clock, but when you have a picnic table, you take a picnic table. So we're going to eat an early lunch today. Well, we knew that there were boulder fields and some scree fields in the Shenandoahs. This is cool to look at, and I'm very, very glad that this is the trail and not anything down there. You can see another one in the distance right there. Kind of looks like the Batman symbol. This mountain is actually called Black Rock Mountain. Makes sense. Good morning. This is our spread for today. We're with my parents in Massanutten. They've been slacking us. And every day, my dad's been making us French toast and bacon. And we feel so lucky. It's really been a special week to see them, spend time with them at night. And we've been staying in this really nice place. And we're sad. Tomorrow is the day that they leave and we have to put our backpacks on. They've been sitting on the floor for the week. And after our week at the hotel, that will have been 2 weeks since putting them on. It's going to be a rude awakening for us tomorrow. We have been in Shenandoah National Park for a few days now, 2 or 3. I think this is our 3rd day. And we have been really pushing miles to try to spend time with my parents while they're here. So I feel like we haven't been taking in a lot of the beauty of the park here. The trail we're walking on right now has followed this creek for a while, and then we came down to it and see that it's actually cascading here down the rocks, and it's really beautiful. Our family loves going to different national parks, and so it's fun to be walking through 100 miles of Shenandoah. We will certainly see this park in a way that we never would if we were just driving on Skyline Drive. We are standing at some ledges, a beautiful view here in Shenandoah. It is a rainy, kind of drizzly day. We keep taking our rain jackets off and then putting them back on and taking them off and putting them back on because you get so sweaty when you're wearing them. You can see I'm so sweaty. It keeps the rain off, but it makes you sweat so much. Amelia was admiring this view and the way that the clouds make the mountains look. So we'll see for the rest of the day. I'm the only one, like I kept my rain skirt. I'm the only one that kept my rain skirt. I'm trying to wear it. I think I'll wear it all day today, and I'll see if maybe it'll keep my shorts dry, because when my shorts get wet, they're wet all day and I'm miserable. So I think I'll hike in my skirt today, see if I can finish the day with drier shorts. All right, on this last day of our slack packing, we have reached 900 miles. We thought this would happen a little while ago after being out for a week and being sick and having to get our legs back under us. We are glad to be here. We got to Smith Roach Gap, and now we are walking across the street, and our favorite people in the whole wide world are here to meet us. So here's my dad. You see my mom's feet coming out. Hello! We are coming down from High Top Mountain. It's the highest mountain in Shenandoah. As you can see, we have our pack covers on. It was absolutely pouring when we left this morning with my parents. We said goodbye to them. That was hard, but such a gift to have been with them this week. And then we finished climbing High Top Mountain. Luckily, by the time we got to the park, the rain stopped. It's wet and squishy, but not raining, so we're glad for that. At lunchtime, maybe we'll take our pack covers off. We're even getting a little bit of sunshine right now. Our first day back in the park with our packs on. First time in almost 2 weeks. Well, we are sitting at a picnic table, so we have definitely not gone to the shelter we were aiming for today. We've decided to camp at one of the Shenandoah campgrounds, and we have our tent set up. And one of the nice gifts of this campground is that we have our own bear box, so we can put all of our food in there. We don't have to hang it and we know that it'll be safe. Some car campers here at the campground made cobbler and brought it over to us in bowls. So that was a really nice little piece of trail magic here at the end of the day. Amelia realized everything she ate for dinner tonight started with a C. What did you have?
I had Crush, I had Cheetos, I had chili, I had crumbled bacon in my chili, I had cobbler for dessert, I had a chocolate ice cream bar before dinner.
Yeah, so tonight
I
is
think that's it.
C dinner night. So the cobbler was the perfect ending to the night. So tomorrow morning, we'll have a picnic table to pack up. As she says, here is a rock. I want to climb it. Well, we've had our first view of a rattlesnake. It is rattling away in there. Amelia knocked it down out of the bushes trying to go around this big blowdown. And she was so brave, she jumped back, it fell out of the bushes. And then we all walked over that blowdown in a different spot. But it was a big one. We are at the Big Meadows Lodge tonight here at Shenandoah. We've never stayed in a national park lodge before. So we decided tonight, after a hot day of hiking, we would come here. Built in 1939. We are in a cabin of rooms, a block of rooms across the parking lot. But it is a really cool old lodge with chestnut wood, which is extinct now, and a lot of original stone and windows and wood. It's a windy morning here in Shenandoah. We have been really just kind of snaking our way through Shenandoah. Took a 0 yesterday because we were so wet and waterlogged that we gave our stuff some time to dry. But we're up here on these rocks. Stony Man is over there. The AT goes near it, but isn't at a spot where you can see the Stony Man's face. But they're beautiful, craggy rocks up here. And we saw a postcard yesterday of someone standing here by this water. So the girls wanted to go there and recreate the postcard that they saw. This must be a common place for water to pool, because that was certainly one of the postcards. It's areas like this that are making us kind of move at a snail's pace here at Shenandoah National Park. We enjoyed a long break at that picnic table in the shade. There's bathrooms with flush toilets and running water. So we're leaving about 15 minutes later from our morning break than we were going to. But I just took a picture of the girls by this sign. Enjoy a short hike along a portion of this famous trail. And we are about to hit 1,000 miles in a handful of miles, about 50. So it hasn't been a short hike for us, but it's really fun to walk on this famous trail from Maine to Georgia. We are at a stealth site here at Shenandoah, and I had read about this online. They said there was room for 2 tents under a tall pine tree. So we are doing this little stealth site tonight. Amelia is attempting to teach herself how to climb up a tree using her hands and her legs. And with this little V, she can practice with pushing off of the one tree onto the other. So she's proud of herself and her tree climbing skills. There is actually not really much of a path. Those are my wet clothes from the rain today. There's not much of a path. We kind of bushwhacked to get back here, but it'll be a perfect site for us for the night. We cooked dinner. Now we're packing up our food bags. Matthew's packing them up so that we can hang them in the tree for the night. And it's so buggy that we will be climbing into our tents here pretty soon to just get out of the path of all of these black flies. Not to be outdone, Red is attempting her own climbing of the tree with some assistance from her sister. Shenandoah Wayside, Shenandoah lunch with some smash burgers and some pop. And then we're gonna go get what, Charlotte?
We're gonna get milkshakes.
Milkshakes. We are spoiled by Shenandoah. It will be very hard to leave. The Shenandoahs are known for their mountain laurels, and we are walking through a tunnel of them right now. Some pink, some white. It feels like it's just an aisle at a wedding, which is what I said a few weeks ago as we walked through the azaleas. But it is a beautiful sight. Stopping for some rock climbing. Well, we are out of Shenandoah National Park. The wind was crazy last night, and this morning I think it was pushing us out of the park and saying, enough already, get out of the park. So we are out and doing this steep descent out of the park when we found an entire patch of black raspberries. I have my Nalgene. There's a couple in there. We are actually going to fill this up for a little while because we only have about an 8-mile day to get to a trolley that's going to take us into Front Royal to resupply, sleep there to shower and wash our laundry, and then head right back out tomorrow morning. So I'll show you what the black raspberries look like in the patch. Okay, here they are. Look at how beautiful they are. Look at that. This will be an amazing treat for now. We'll leave the red ones and we'll pick the black ones. We'll eat them and we'll have some for the hotel.